And we back. Now in today's video, we're taking a quiz that we like to call the NBA Chain Reactions. Question 1 relates to question 2. Question 2 relates to question 3. 3 to 4, and all the way down till we get to, in today's video, 71 questions. So it's literally a chain reaction. But the best part about this, the reason this is sometimes difficult, is because if we get one wrong, if we're all the way on question 57 and we get one wrong, then we got to start all the way over at the beginning. So it's a lot of fun. It's usually challenging. And I'm going to get right into it after I tell you about this event that's going on this Sunday. Y'all know I'm going to be at All-Star Weekend, right, in Charlotte. So all the people in the Charlotte area that want to come through and meet me, the rest of the co-hosts of the Through the Wire, we're going to have artists/rappers performing and everything. Bleacher Report is taking over All-Star Weekend before the actual All-Star game. Yeah, if you didn't know, I'm a Bleacher Report employee, so I'm going to be there. So if you want to come through, meet me, a bunch of people, a lot of players, hit the link in the description. You have to RSVP. That is super important. You can't just pull up. So if you want to come through and meet me, let me know and RSVP, all right? All right, so here we are at the quiz. 71 questions. At the bottom, you can see we haven't played it just yet. The bot only got 10 right before they got something wrong. I need to go 71 for 71, all right? Let's get it. Click the NBA to start. Who is the commissioner of the NBA? There's, of course, Adam Silver. When did Adam Silver start? Most likely it was in 2014. Before that, he was the assistant. I don't know if that was his official term or official name, but he was the assistant. But in 2014, he took over. And the 25th pick that year was, okay, the 2014 draft. So luckily for us, we only got a certain amount of names to choose from. So we got to look at all of our names and see, is any of them drafted in 2014? And if they were drafted in 2014, who was a late first round pick? That's how we're doing this, okay? So we know Anthony Davis, Anthony Bennett, Ben Simmons. We know where they were drafted, all number 1. The first thing that I see that really piques my interest is Clint Capella. I'm pretty sure he was drafted in 2014, and it makes sense that he was the 25th pick, so I'm going Clint Capella on this one. And I would be right, all right? And he wears what number? That'll be, of course, number 15. The same as this MVP candidate. That's got to be the Joker, right? Number 15 MVP candidate. I mean, his Denver Nuggets are playing so good this season, so it's got to be the Joker. Who plays for what team? Like I said, Denver Nuggets. And they are what seed in the Western Conference? As I'm recording this, they are the 2 seed. They're like 2.5 games behind the Warriors, who the Warriors are actually playing right now against the Utah Jazz. I don't know who's winning that game. I stopped watching so I can record because I got to get these videos ready for y'all when I'm on not vacation. It's a work trip. It's not vacation. But they're the 2 seed. And that is how many championships this player has won. Easy. Okay. All of our players on this list. Who has 2 championships? Dwayne Wade has 3. Jimmy Butler, none. Kawhi has 1. Kevin Durant has 2 right now. Could change at the end of the season. But I also see Ray Allen's name down there. And I'm pretty sure Ray Allen only has 2. Not only, because 2 is a good number. A lot of people retire with 0. But he got the 1 with Boston, and he had the 1 with the Heat. So since they both have 2, who do I click? See, that's the problem in these quizzes, man. Sometimes 2 people fit the bill, and if I get this wrong, then I got to start on from the beginning. I'm going to go with my gut saying that he's talking about KD, and he was. That came from which college? That'll be, of course, Texas. The same college as this rookie, this Mo Bamba. Decent rookie, overplayed song. Actually met Sheck West in New York at a Knicks game against the Washington Wizards. He was a cool dude. Just got 1 overplayed song, but cool dude. Who was compared to... Mo Bamba was compared to Rudy Gobert. Lanky, good defender. That's Rudy Gobert. Who wears the number 27 and has the same age as this All-Star. Oh, I don't really think about players' age like that. So we're only looking at All-Stars. So Anthony Davis, I'm pretty sure, is only 25. Ben Simmons is like 21, 22 maybe. I don't know for sure, but he's not 27. Damian Lillard's like 29-ish. Same thing with DeMar DeRozan. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are the 2 names I'm thinking. I remember when Kawhi Leonard was traded. He was 27 when he was traded. But the real question is, has his birthday passed since then? Or has he got... I'm going to go Kawhi Leonard, again with the gut. All right. Who plays for what team? Of course, the Raptors. Who backstabbed which player to get Kawhi? That's, of course, DeMar DeRozan. As much as we like to say that they backstabbed him, it's a business. Y'all can't lie. This team this year is way better than last year because they got Kawhi. So it is a business. They did backstab him, but they got to look in the best interest as their organization. As he was drafted a award pick, so DeMar DeRozan was drafted 9th. That is the same as which player in 2017. Okay, so Lauri Markkanen was drafted 7th. Frank Ntilikina was 8th. And then Dennis Smith Jr. was 9. All right. Who was traded to what team? The Knicks. For which main player? Kristaps Porzingis. I got to say, I cannot wait until Luka and Kristaps are on the same court together. It may not be until the beginning of next season, but they do have the money potentially to sign another max player. Can you imagine like a Klay Thompson, Luka Doncic, and then Porzingis lineup? Come on. I know that's a stretch to think that they can get Klay, but I'm just saying, imagine a lineup like that. Maybe some 2K stuff. Who had what kind of injury? Torn ACL. This is the same injury as which player? Okay. Derrick Rose. Is Derrick Rose the only guy on this list that's ever tore his ACL? I think so. Derrick Rose. Huh. So I'm back at the question that we got wrong, right? Nobody else on this list has torn their ACL. So I'm guessing that the quiz creator got mixed up. And the only guy that I think they could probably get mixed up here is John Wall, right? Because recently John Wall tore his Achilles. I'm guessing he's talking about John Wall. A torn Achilles, though, was the official diagnosis. I don't think John Wall has ever tore his ACL. But John Wall. I think it's just a mistake in the quiz creator's mind. So we're going to act like I still got a perfect score because, I mean, that's a mistake on his part, not mine, right? Who is getting paid in 2019-2020 season how much? 38 mil for one season of basketball. God, that's a dream. That is the same age as which NBA player? What NBA player is 38 million years old? Is that what you're asking me? Or is he just talking about the 38? What player on this list is 38 yejust super. Oh, Udon. They better retire Udon's number, man. And that number is number 40. If Nick Collison is getting his number retired with OKC, Udon better get his 40 retired or we're going to have some real problems in Miami. That was the same as which Supersonics legend that was, of course, Sean Kemp. They went to which college? Now, I think Sean Kemp's college situation was really weird. I think he was supposed to go to Kentucky, but I don't think he actually did. But I could be mistaken. Of course, we're talking about the 90s, right? Or late 80s. But let's go Kentucky because that's where he was supposed to go. That's the same college as Timberwolves center, that is Karl Anthony Towns, who had a fallout with his teammate. Of course, it's Jimmy Butler, who got drafted what pick? The 30th pick. There's the same number as this superstar. Got the 30 on me like I'm Stephen Curry, man. That is what position on the all-time three-point list? Steph Curry is number 3. He will be number 1 before his career's over, though. Best shooter we've ever seen in the game of basketball. 3rd. Who is first? That's, of course, Ray Allen. Who has played for how many teams? So Miami, Boston, and this is not the right order, obviously. Miami, Boston, Seattle, and Milwaukee. 4. That is the same amount as Mr. 32,000 tattoos, also known as. So a player with 32,000, I'm guessing that's an extreme exaggeration. So a player with a lot of tattoos on this list. I mean, a lot of NBA players have a lot of tattoos. Like Isaiah Thomas has a lot of tattoos. But Isaiah Thomas has also played for like 6 teams. So it's not him. It's got to be J.R. Smith. Cool. Who plays for the Cavs, who drafted the biggest bust of all time, Anthony Bennett, who got drafted in 2013. And the second pick that year was Victor Oladipo, who got traded from OKC to the Pacers for, of course, Paul George, who's having a phenomenal season, who was drafted in 2010, the same year this center was drafted. So a center from 2010, DeMarcus Cousins, who wears number 0, the same as which NBA rapper? That's how we classifying Damian Lillard now. Is just an NBA rapper? Forget All-Star and all that. NBA rapper Damian. He spelled it wrong, but I know what you're saying. Who got selected to which All-Star team? Team LeBron is the only thing here. Team Giannis is not here, so it's got to be Team LeBron. who is named after, Team LeBron is named after LeBron James, who was born 6 feet. No, who was born in Cleveland? Is that, I mean, it doesn't say in, but that's not how you spell Cleveland. That's the only thing that makes sense. Cleveland. Okay, and drafted in 2003, the same year Miami Heat legend was drafted, of course, Dwayne Wade. And that's Dwayne Wade's name is not spelled the right way. But I give you a pass on that because Dwayne Wade's name is always spelled wrong. Or wrong compared to other Dwaynes in the world. Who has how many rings? Of course, 3. That is the same number as Rockets PG Chris Paul. Not how many rings, but his actual, number on his jersey. Who's 6 feet tall, the second shortest in the NBA behind. Is Chris Paul really the second shortest player in the NBA? I be thinking about players like Tyus Jones is really short, right? Is Chris Paul really the second shortest in the NBA? Wow. Who was drafted what pick? The 60th pick, minus 40. Quick math, 20. That is the number of which former number 1 overall pick, Markelle Fultz, who his ex-teammate has taken 1 3-pointer this season. He's talking about Ben Simmons, but I think the number's up to 2 now. Ben Simmons has attempted 2 3-pointers. Shout out Ben Simmons. He ain't made them yet, but he's attempting 2 of them. As he comes from where about in Australia? Easy. As he won which award last season, Rookie of the Year? Runner-up to. His runner-up was Donovan Mitchell. Who his idol which play. I know I struggle to read sometimes, but this can't be grammatically correct. Who his idol was which player? Let's restart this. So, I'm pretty sure Donovan Mitchell's idol was Russell Westbrook. But Russell Westbrook is not an option here. So, I'm going to go with the easy cop-out, which is MJ, because everybody looks up to MJ, right? At least hooping-wise. Right. Which is even weird because Donovan Mitchell was born in 96 like me, which means that he never even really got to see Michael Jordan play. So he's looking up to a player that he ain't never seen. I'm almost positive I've heard Donovan Mitchell say Westbrook was his idol growing up. But hey, who am I? I mean, we can just Google that later. Who wore which number 23? The same as this Pelicans player, Anthony Davis, who his dad said he shouldn't go to what team? That's the Celtics. As their PG is Kyrie Irving, who was born in Melbourne, Australia, and went to which college? Duke. The same as which Duke forward? Zion Williamson, future Bull. I'm calling it, speaking into existence. Who is number 1, which is the same as this ex-Bull player, whose number 1 fan is me. Technically, I got 100% on my first try because that John Wall question was wrong. Okay? Thank y'all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave it a like. In the comment section below, let me know what else you want to see in the future. I'll leave a link in the description, of course, so you can RSVP to come see us in Charlotte, and a link to the newest episode of the podcast. Thank y'all. Peace.